Hey, what's up? Sean here with another Get Noticed quick tip, talking about social media tools for quality, quick social media content, whether locally or on the go when you're traveling. Let's check the tools out. All right, so we're talking about social media tools, and these are some things to do some social media powerlifting. If you're ever going to do social media at an event, or whether just day to day in your business, in your nonprofit, or for your personal brand, you gotta go. Sometimes you need to create content that's quality. You need to be able to do it fast. And so these are some of the tools that I'm using consistently to create good quality content, just from day to day, locally, or when on the road. And hey, check out show notes in the description below, and links and extra resources or just details that I might have forgot to add in this video in the YouTube description or on the blog post. Okay, let's jump into it. First and foremost, you got to have a smartphone. How are you gonna do social media without a smartphone? I use the iPhone 4S because that's working good for me. I've been in the Droid world before, but I use, of course, it for photos, for video, for apps like Hootsuite. And if you haven't seen, I'll put a link. I've got another video out with all the apps that I use on a day-to-day basis. So of course, first and foremost is a phone to do, powerlifting wherever you are on social media, creating content, posting content, and things like that. Use that smartphone. Secondly, what I find is that whenever I can not use the phone, I prefer it because I can get a lot more done if I move to something like an ultrabook. Now, this is a Samsung 9 series. This ultrabook is fantastic. It's weightless, just barely weighs anything, super thin. I'm a PC guy, and if you have a MacBook Air or something that's similar, or use Mac products, that's great. But I like this for a couple reasons. Number one, you're gonna be able to type a lot more content and do a lot more posting faster because of the keyboard. You're gonna have the ability to write emails and things like that a lot better. And the battery life on this, specifically for travel, I'm not gonna be able to plug in my laptop and charge it. So if I want to be managing social media accounts and using Hootsuite or even Photoshop and creating some content or share his image or whatever, then I can be on a long flight and just jump on Wi-Fi and use the ultrabook the whole time. So it's a great tool, and I prefer this ultrabook. Pretty much slips in the same pocket, I'll show you later, as an iPad does. If I could have this instead of like a pad or a tablet, I would prefer it 10 times out of 10. So that's number two. Number three, this is the powerlifting mobile laptop. You can see how big this guy is compared to this ultrabook. It's just a monster. It's super heavy, but I still travel with it. It's definitely seen the road, and you can see from the road damage on it and whatnot. This is a Toshiba Qosmio laptop. I've got a video out. I call it it's my video editing laptop. And this is essential mainly for heavy lifting when it comes to editing event photos for social media or creating video content. Of course, nowadays you're wanting to create video content for Instagram, or you're wanting to create YouTube videos on the road. And so this is a great way to do that, is this Toshiba Qosmio, something you can travel with that will be able to do some video editing, heavy lifting on the road. And I actually always travel with a good old classic Microsoft mouse because I can go so much faster than a track pad and some headphones for editing wherever you are. And then a portable external hard drive is always great to have as well to store all the photo and video content that you're creating. All right, the next tool is the tool I'm actually shooting this video on, and that is a Canon ELPH 110HS. Now this is my favorite camera for creating kind of video blog content and quick videos on the road. Videos you're gonna edit. If you're just gonna create like a straight through video, you just use your iPhone. But if you're gonna create something that it's got great audio on it, it's got a great 1080p picture, and the image stabilization is what is coolest about this camera. Even when you're holding it with your hands, it's really pretty unparalleled. If you wanted to get a camera like this, I recommend Amazon.com, and you can get it for about $100 used on there, and I buy that stuff a lot. I just read the reviews from somebody reputable. Another one that's very similar and that I recommend to a lot of friends is the 300 HS, and that one can be as cheap as like 50 to 75 used. But just check those out, and remember, I'll just throw links to, you know, different options and stuff in the description and in the blog notes. But it's great to have something for, you know, video content when you're on the road, you know, video blog style, etc. Let's jump into other tools. So social media is all about storytelling, whether it's just sharing stories or telling the story of your business or your organization, or just capturing stories at an event. And we do that through, you know, Twitter with, say, 144 characters. But, you know, I think if Twitter is 144 characters, you know, a picture speaks 1,000 words. And so I think the power of good photography is critical when doing social media. And now with Instagram, with photos on Facebook, and even other Pinterest, all these photo sharing platforms, having the ability to create good photos when you're traveling or wherever you are, just on the go with something that fits in your pocket is pretty important. So my next tool is one of my favorite cameras, possibly my favorite camera of all time. It's the Sony RX100. And so this is, some have said, the best point and shoot camera. Fits in your pocket, and a little bulkily, I might say, but it does fit in there. And it just takes incredible photos all in the palm of your hand. And so I would take some good photos, have depth of field and good in low light situations where, you know, your iPhone or your Droid or the vlog camera that I'm filming on, it's not going to be good in low light. It's not going to have the features to be able to storytell anywhere you go. And so the RX100 is a great camera. Now it's a little old. There's a version 2 and a version 3, and they're just going up in price. So now this one's come down quite a bit. I think I got this off Craigslist. You can get really good deals on this on Amazon used as well, or eBay or something, looking for a Sony RX100. And then, you know, I just pop the SD card out, put it into the Qosmio computer, and get those photos ready, maybe edit them just a tiny bit, maybe a batch of photos, and then just send those out to whatever social platforms to tell the stories that I want to tell. The next tool is a Zoom H1, and this is something I just like to keep in my bag whenever I'm on the road and always have with me for a couple reasons. Let me put the mic on. You never know when you're going to be in someplace noisy with, you know, maybe even your iPhone, a vlog camera like this, video on a camera even like this. But if you're in a crowded place, the audio is going to be horrible. And so this instantly can become a portable audio recorder for great interviews. It actually looks, you know, with the nice handheld, you know, in your palm, kind of like a microphone. Very sleek, not bulky like some of the other recorders. And then you could just sync the audio in post and kick that to your media team or something like that. The other thing you could do with this is, when you think of social media, you think of, you know, text content, photo content, video content, and audio content. And you could record a podcast or an interview if you went into a quiet place and you know, spoke directly into this and then had the other person speak directly into it. You're ready to go to create an audio file for SoundCloud or some sort of an audio thing, testimonials for your business, quick interviews with experts or somebody at a conference or something, and just really mashing together really valuable social media content with a portable audio recorder that stays pretty small form, does a great job in quality. I think it runs off a AA battery and lasts forever, and you can run different formats and stuff. So just a great thing to have in your bag. Now here's a few accessories I like to have with me to take things up a few notches when it comes to social media tools. So one of the first accessories that I like to have with me is the Olloclip, and this is a fisheye lens or a wide angle lens for the iPhone 4S. Now there's different versions, so you can check them out for other versions of iPhone, and I believe you can even get them for you know, Samsung Galaxies and other things. If you can't actually get the Olloclip brand, just search like fisheye lens for whatever phone you have, or just kind of a generic one, and there's different qualities. Read the reviews. So this is a great way to get some dynamic shots, you know, right on the road. And as you can see, the fisheye is like a crazy wide, really wide shot that kind of has that skateboarder feel, or could make a really packed live event look cool or something. So it's a great tool to have to storytell right off your mobile device in your bag. Now the next tool is the iPole. Now this is a great thing to have in your bag for a couple reasons. Check it out. So the cool thing about the iPole is it gives you kind of a zoomed out feel on your iPhone or this vlog camera that I'm shooting on right now. And it actually kind of acts as a stabilizer. It kind of gives it like a cool vibe. But one of the things that is great is if you want to do, you know, a group shot or a shot of you with somebody, you know, you can get this and you can have it with you to put in a group shot and get the camera further out, put a timer on it or a timer app on your mobile phone. And it just kind of gives it a cool dynamic and is a very versatile tool to get some creative video clips, photography clips at any event when you're trying to tell those awesome social media stories. All right, the next tool that I love to have available, especially when I'm traveling, is the Gorillapod Focus. And this is, you know, got your standard thread, so you could put the RX100 on here. You could put this Zoom H1 on here and put it on a table for, you know, like a podcast or the vlog camera that I'm holding. And it's just very versatile, so without carrying a giant tripod, I've wrapped this around chairs. One time for a shoot, I wrapped it around a giant stuffed giraffe to get lighting up higher in the room because that's all I had. So it's cool to have that versatile, you know, set the shot up. You could set this vlog camera up. You could do an interview and, you know, wrap this around a railing or something and stand there and, you know, interview somebody. It's just really good for creating that content and being, you know, really versatile in a small, portable, you know, form. And then of course I always travel with extra SD cards and micro SD cards and readers and cables to be charged up and plugged in when you're on the road, power strips for being able to be plugged in, editing at coffee shops or crazy venues where it's hard to get to power, and extension cords as well, and then tons of batteries. And so this is a little pack of batteries for various things, and I like to have those. And then lastly, I like to take all these tools and throw them into a Think Take Urban Disguise 60. So I've got all the content creation tools right there with me whenever I need them. So that's it for the social media content creation tools. If you haven't seen the video of the apps that I use on mobile, desktop, laptop, check that out. Link here on the screen or in the description below. And then, hey, what are some tools that you use to get good quality social media content created? Love to hear from you in the comments below. Hit the like button and leave any kind of other comments or video ideas for this channel. And then lastly, I've got a book out called Get Noticed: How to Use Social Media to Grow Your Brand and Reach More People. And it's just got some practical things on how to grow your influence and impact more people with social media. And so you can download that for free at getnoticedbook.net. Throw a link in the description below as well. And then I'll also send you quick tips from time to time, just helpful, practical, actionable information when it comes to social media so that you can extend your reach and your impact. Hey, thanks for checking out this video, and we will talk soon. This is Rosie the dog. Do you help me make videos? Wow, supreme effort.